Hi there, my name is Bruce LaDuke. I live in Greenwood, Indiana, which is on the south side of Indianapolis with my wife and 4 children. I work in a large global corporation. I've worked there for about 14 years. I've worked in multinational corporations most of my life. Probably have 20 to 22 years experience in corporations, somewhere in there. I have had a variety of roles, from project management to communications, training. I've done strategy work. I've worn a lot of different hats within business, so I have a very broad understanding of business. And what I'm most passionate about is the question, and the reason I'm passionate about it is because I believe it's the key to almost everything. Much of the confusion, complexity, and the issues that we have today are related to questions. Questions are little understood. If you look them up in a dictionary, Webster says something like to ask a question, which really is very much meaningless. So what are questions? How do they operate? And when you understand what they are and how they operate, that understanding scales up into a singular creative method. It merges all creative methods. It will also help you understand knowledge working and how human beings work knowledge. It will dissect the terms associated with knowledge working and help you understand what each function of knowledge working is, and it will eliminate some confusion that exists today between functions like learning or knowledge creation. And then that scales up further into a philosophy that solves problems like the rationalism versus empiricism argument. And finally, it scales up into artificial intelligence, because once you understand how a human being questions and converts those questions into knowledge, you can also then take that understanding and apply it to an artificially intelligent system. So I'm very passionate about questions. I'm also passionate about a method that we've developed, which is we call it SOPAC, and it is a method for how to operate an enterprise either within society or business. It's an integral method that combines all kinds of different quality approaches, from Six Sigma to TQM to Baldrige to ISO 9000. All the different quality systems basically can be seen in the light of this one method. So it's an integral business method, and helps you perform, helps you set up projects, task forces or organizations, and implement within that context. What people should know, think, feel, and do. I think you should know what questions are and how they operate, because this is centric to everything that you need to understand in terms of a world that's moving quicker and quicker. Knowledge that's escalating, and problems that are escalating with it. What you should feel a sense of urgency. It is an urgent situation. I think if you look at the curve for singularity, I know there's some debate about what that curve looks like, but I would say we're definitely moving in an exponential growth and an exponential amount of problems. There just seem to be harder and harder every year. The reason I think they're hard is because folks have trouble integrating their thinking and doing. And what I'd like to do is use this understanding of questions and performance within SOPAC to help folks think and help them do things in an integral way. What do I see in the future? Well, I think if we don't learn how to do these things in a stronger way, if we don't begin to understand ourselves better, complexity, chaos, volatility, and a lot of other factors are going to come in play in a very strong way, and they could really make our whole social system implode. If you have any doubts of that, you really just need to look around at the economic situation, which is really the root cause of which is a social imbalance that's caused by a weak understanding of how this world's moving and what's happening with knowledge, what's happening with performance, and why people are just don't seem to be able to get a handle around it, and why it kind of overtakes them at times and collapses their social systems. So I think it's urgent. I think it's exciting. I think it's interesting. There are a lot of applications that I'm interested in. I'd like to get into the deep web application of knowledge and how we utilize that. I'm working with some folks locally to do that. I'm interested in open economic development for our city, and I'm talking with people this week about a meeting that we're going to have locally to start local open economic development. I'm interested in a lot of different things, and very excited about working with this network, and I appreciate all of your all's time to view my materials. Thanks a lot.